Great to meet you all. I'm Crown Master Hyuk Choi from Korea. This is my very first time visiting New Zealand. Honestly, if it weren't for Atomy, New Zealand would have remained just a dream for me. But because Atomy is expanding globally, I now have the chance to stand here before you. And I truly want to thank you for inviting me to such a beautiful country. Today, I want to share my story with all of you. I'll talk about how I made my way to becoming a Crown Master and share my experiences along the journey. Of course, my circumstances and yours will be different in many ways. Before I started my Atomy business, I was just an ordinary office worker. The photo you see on the left is me back when I was working at my job. But being an office worker was never my dream. My real dream was to become a university professor. So, I graduated from university and even completed my master's degree. After that, it was time for me to move on to a PhD, but just in case, I decided to seek some advice from a senior. I told them that my dream was to become a university professor and asked for their guidance. Then my senior told me that the population is actually declining these days. Because of that, university departments are gradually disappearing as well. The real issue is, even if I spend 10 or 20 years on this path, there's no guarantee I'll actually become a university professor. And to top it off, I was told that for those 10 or 20 years, I'd have to live in real poverty just to chase that dream. The future is uncertain too, and I was told I'd have to live in poverty. So, I decided to give up on my dream. Instead, I got a job, hoping to live a better life. I thought things would get better. But I soon realized there are limits to being an employee. No matter what, you can never live beyond your salary. Like everyone else, I wanted to travel the world, own a nice house, and drive a great car. But with a regular job, it just wasn't possible. Then, I discovered Atomy. The photo you see on the right is me in my early 40s, after starting with Atomy. Now, there's a 10-year age gap between the photo on the left and the one on the right. Do you think the man on the left looks a bit better? Or does the man on the right look a bit better? I feel like I've gained two things through Atomy. Before I became an Atomy business owner, I was a consumer too. That's why I've been faithfully using Atomy Absolute Skincare for 10 years. And as a result, I feel like my skin has become so much brighter. Back when I was working at a regular job, my annual salary was 40 million won. But now, thanks to Atomy, I've joined the Crown Leaders Club, earning over 450,000 NZD a year. That's probably why I'm smiling so brightly on the right. It wasn't me, but my wife who first brought this amazing Atomy opportunity into our lives. The photo on the left is of my first wife. She was very ill, a terminal breast cancer patient. The photo on the right is of my second wife. When I say this, people joke that I must be a playboy. But actually, they are both the same person. My wife was diagnosed with terminal breast cancer at exactly 30 years old. Falling seriously ill at such a young age, people around us were truly heartbroken. Back then, everyone was suggesting different things to try, and we received a lot of gifts as well. That's when we received Atomy's foam cleanser as a gift. Now, with a smile, she says that cancer turned out to be a blessing in disguise. After trying Atomy's foam cleanser, my wife was absolutely delighted and completely satisfied. I reckon everyone here would do exactly the same. For example, let's say you tried this laser pointer. You'll find it's absolutely brilliant. So, what's the next thing you'd want to know? How much does it cost, right? My wife loved the foam cleanser so much that she checked who made it. And when she looked it up, it turned out to be Atomy. That's when she decided to visit the Atomy website. Once she got onto the website, she saw that they were selling all sorts of everyday essentials, things we all need to eat, use, and apply anyway. Since the foam cleanser was so good, she figured the other products must be just as great. So, from that point on, we started switching over to Atomy products, one by one. That's how it happened for us too. We didn't start out with the business in mind. We started out simply as consumers, using Atomy products because we genuinely like them. Then, one day, while we were just regular customers, we suddenly received a payment from Atomy. My wife wondered, I only bought these things because I needed them, so why is Atomy giving me money? That question really got her thinking. Curious about why that money had come in, she attended a seminar like this. She sat there and listened like those of you who are attending for the first time today. And although I'm not sure exactly what she saw or heard at that seminar, when she came home, she announced she wanted to give Atomy a go as a business. I asked her, what is Atomy that you want to start a business with it? She explained it all calmly, and as I listened, I realized it's network marketing. So, I was against it. But my wife, having seen some kind of vision, kept going to the center and continued with the Atomy business. Bit by bit, everything in our house started turning white. Every time I saw that happening, I objected even more strongly. Then one day, my wife made a suggestion. They say even the wishes of the dead are granted, so she asked me to grant her just one wish, someone who came back from the brink of death. She told me, instead of just blindly opposing, to at least attend once, just once, and then decide whether to object or not. So, because of her words, I had no choice but to attend, just like those of you who are here for the first time today. When I first attended the seminar, I was more focused than anyone else on finding reasons why it wouldn't work. That's because my goal was to pull my wife out of Atomy. But then, why am I standing here today, giving an Atomy lecture? I was supposed to find reasons why it wouldn't work, but I just couldn't find any. In fact, I started to think that you'd have to be a fool not to do this business. Secondly, even if you don't do the business, you'd have to be an absolute fool not to at least be a consumer. Why is that? With Atomy, there are no membership fees, no monthly maintenance costs, nothing at all. But we all need daily essentials for the rest of our lives. And just by using them, you get cash back in return. And secondly, it's not just New Zealanders who use these products as consumers. People all around the world use them. The more consumers there are, the greater my income grows. That's why I agreed to my wife doing the Atomy business. From that moment on, my wife started earning an income through Atomy. Meanwhile, I kept working at my regular job, but the way we earned our income changed. Let me show you the results of that change. Now, the yellow graph here shows my monthly salary from my job, charted out month by month. The blue graph shows my wife's monthly income from running her Atomy business. No one gets to live their life twice. If you only get one shot at life, would you choose the yellow graph, a salary that comes in regularly, but stops the moment you let go or quit, leaving you with nothing, not even 10 cents? Otherwise, the beginning is weak, but as more customers and business partners join, your income grows, just like the blue graph. Which color graph would you like to choose? Isn't the answer obvious? I'm sure everyone here would want to choose the blue graph. I'm not showing you this graph to brag about how much money I make. Firstly, it's to show you that the choice of tools makes a massive difference as time goes on. Just look at the rate of growth. I want you to compare the growth rate of Atomy income to the income you're currently earning. So, I want you to see the difference in both the outcome and the speed. I'm not saying that Atomy guarantees easy money no matter what. My wife worked hard, spreading the word about Atomy as she ran her business. But people around us whispered and pointed fingers. They said she even studied in Japan, and now she's gone mad for multi-level marketing, going around selling toothpaste and toothbrushes, and they judged her for it. And I've seen her come home in tears, sitting alone in the car after hearing those hurtful words. Knowing this, I told her to just give up on the atomy business that doesn't even make money, focus on looking after the house, and raising our children well. People around us would judge and say, even her husband tells her to quit. So, I honestly thought she would give up. But just when it seems like her passion is fading, she leaves the house. And that day, she doesn't come home. Then, the next morning, she returns. And you can see the fire back in her eyes. Atomy, atomy, atomy. She talks about it everywhere. Then it dies down and feels like she is giving up. She leaves the house once more, and again she comes back the next day. Her eyes are sparkling with determination again. Atomy, atomy, atomy. Then, before I knew it, she started earning a commission that was twice my salary. And then, as if to finally let out all the frustration she'd bottled up over the years, she says one thing to me. You can use your salary as your pocket money now. My pride took a real hit. But honestly, that was the time I walked around the office with my head held the highest, because my salary was just pocket money. Go on, fire me if you dare. I've got a wife who's smashing it with atomy. And then, more time passes. Now I get paid enough that I don't need my salary anymore. And, as if to get her own back, she throws out another line. Quit that dead-end job that doesn't even pay well, and let's do the atomy business together. Once again, my pride took a knock. But I had a second dream too. It's what most office workers secretly wish for. My dream was to not have to work at an office job. And now, the chance to make that dream come true had arrived. So, I quit my job. And now I'm working together with her in the atomy business. Atomy has given me so much. It helped my wife regain her health. And now, she's even pursuing her dream by going for her PhD. And after her illness, we were blessed with 2 sons. A true gift, my family. Even my appearance has changed. And we've achieved financial freedom for our family as well. So, for me, atomy is nothing but gratitude. It's given someone like me, who once felt so powerless, so much more than I ever imagined. So today, I truly hope that each and every one of you can achieve all of this through atomy as well. Just as I received so much, I hope you can receive it all too. Right, so first of all, I want you to have your own unwavering belief that you can succeed with atomy. Don't just do it because someone else tells you to. Find out for yourself. See for yourself whether atomy is a solid business, and whether you can truly succeed if you give it a go. It doesn't have to be today. Don't just stop at today, look into it 2, 3 more times if you need to. If you don't have that conviction, you'll end up giving up at the first sign of difficulty. So I encourage you to look into Atomy's company, its products, and its marketing for yourself, and gain that conviction. Now, you might be wondering what kind of people actually succeed. Let me share that with you. At Atomy, there are already imperial masters who have reached the very top. Take a look at who these people are and what kind of people they've been. If you're even a bit better than those people, just imagine how far you could go. All right, let me show you who has become an imperial master. The very first imperial master was a failed duck restaurant owner. The second was someone who had failed in network marketing before. The third was a substitute driver. The fourth was someone with bad credit. Let's move on quickly. An excavator driver. Bad credit. a small fish shop owner, a failed furniture factory owner, and yet another failed chef. Bad credit. Another bad credit. Every single one of them had failed and had bad credit. All have now become imperials. So everyone here today, how far do you think you can go? Imperial. That's why, for me, the best thing about Atomy is that absolutely anyone can succeed. The second thing I want to share with you is this. I get asked a lot of questions. People ask me how they can succeed quickly. Well, to be honest, I don't think there's really a shortcut to quick success with Atomy. But there was a leader in Korea who gave a lecture. They said there are 5 ways to succeed the fastest with Atomy. You're curious, aren't you? Let me share those 5 ways with you. The first is meet people. The second, meet lots of people. The third, meet even more people. And the fifth, meet as many people as you possibly can. In the end, the secret to Atomy is simple. Meeting lots of people is the answer. So, first, get out there and meet people. Second, share the products you've tried and loved. Then, encourage those who've had a good experience to find out more. And finally, invite them to give it a go with you. So with Atomy, it's all about try it, learn about it, and give it a go. If you keep repeating these 3 steps over and over, you'll achieve success in no time. Now, some of you might be thinking, but I don't have a big network. I've only known 10 people in my life. Then go, meet those 10 people 100 times each. Whether you meet one person 10 times, or 10 people once each, the key is to meet as many people as you can. What's more, you're all sitting here today at an absolutely perfect moment. They say timing is everything in business. Let me show you just how spot on your timing is being here today. New Zealand has a population of 5 million. But there are only 12,000 Atomy members in New Zealand. I did the maths to see what percentage of people have actually signed up. And when I worked it out, it turns out that only 0.24% of the population are members. So, what percentage haven't signed up yet? A whopping 99.8% still haven't joined. If you go out there and spread the word, you'll find that hardly anyone is a member yet. Do you know Atomy? Ask that and no one will know. So, who will those people who haven't signed up become customers and business partners for? That's why it's all about how many people you meet. As you meet 1, 2, 3 people, your network will start to grow like popcorn popping, one after another. If 99.8% of people still haven't signed up, this is a true blue ocean, completely untapped. In other words, you have a 99.8% chance of succeeding with Atomy. So don't let this opportunity slip by. Grab hold of Atomy and make it yours. And I truly hope that all of you will claim that remaining 99.8% for yourselves. Now, my last point. Within Atomy, I dare you to challenge yourself and don't be afraid to fail. Out there in the world, if you take a risk and fail, it can be tough to bounce back. It can be incredibly tough on your family as well. But here at Atomy, set your sights high and go after your goals with everything you've got. Diamond Master, Sharon Rose Master, Star Master, Royal Master, no matter what, go for it. Even if you stumble along the way, with Atomy, you're never in the minus, you're always in the plus. Why is that? Because the harder you chase your goals, the more consumers and business partners you'll gain along the way. So within Atomy, go ahead, challenge yourself as much as you want, and let your dreams soar. When I was striving to become a Crown Master, it was unbelievably tough for me too. It was so exhausting that I lost all my hair. Even though I lost all my hair, now it's all grown back. And I've made it into the Crown Club. I've become a Crown Master. Of course, I didn't succeed on my first try. It actually took me 3 attempts before I finally made it. And I'll shout it out once more. I'll keep pushing forward, taking on the next challenge. Next year, November, I'm going to challenge becoming an Imperial Master. And if I come back to New Zealand next December, but I'm still just a Crown Master, will you curse at me? Or will you let it slide? That's why I just shout it out and go for it. Whether I make it or not, I'm going to keep declaring it and moving forward. Because if I keep shouting it out, a miracle will come my way. So, even when things get tough, keep shouting out your dreams and run towards them with all your might. It's absolutely fine if you fail or stumble along the way. With every failure, you'll find that your customers and business partners have grown in number. So I hope you'll set your sights high and keep pushing towards your goals. To wrap up, let me share just 3 final stories. My wife and I have been running this business together as a couple. If Atomy didn't work out, it would have meant disaster for our family. That's why I absolutely had to succeed. So, I listened to every single lecture given by those who had already made it, writing down everything they said. As I kept jotting down the stories of so many successful people, I started to notice some common trends. They all said they succeeded because of 3 things they had in common. The first of those is that they started because they genuinely liked the products after trying them themselves. So, the first thing you need to do is become a consumer who tries every single Atomy product yourself. The more you use, the more consumers you'll attract. Let me give you a tip. When do you think is the best time to take probiotics? It's most effective when you take it in front of a crowd. Pull it out of your pocket and take it in front of lots of people. People will get curious. So, if you're going to use the products anyway, doing it in front of others is a great tip. Secondly, people say they've seen the vision by attending seminars. And everyone says they'll never miss a seminar again. You might think you know everything about the seminars, but please, don't think like that. I'm a Crown Master myself. So, if I go out there, do you think I can show the vision to every single person I meet, or not? If I'd recruited every person I met, I wouldn't just be a Crown, I'd be an Imperial. I ask my partners, why did you decide to do the Atomy business? Most of them say they started the business after listening to the chairman's lecture and hearing from the speakers at the seminar. So, seminars aren't just places for you to know everything. You need to come to the seminars, even if it's just to grow the number of people who'll walk this journey with you. So don't skip out on seminars. Bring along 1 or 2 people from the remaining 99.8% and have them sit with you. Do this month after month, bringing just 1 or 2 people to sit beside you. Take a seat. If you do, everyone here will rise to the top ranks. The third and final point is about writing your life scenario. There's something I still regret to this day. When I first wrote my life scenario, I asked to live in a house on 600 square meters of land. The thing is, that actually came true. But it's not something to applaud. Honestly, I regret it. Why on earth did I write down 600 square meters back then? If I'd written down 3,000 square meters, I'd be living in a much bigger house now. So when you're writing your own life scenario, don't hold back. Write down the dreams that truly make your heart race, without worrying whether they'll come true or not. As you journey with Atomy, every scenario you write will become your reality. So make sure you write your final life scenario today. From here on out, Atomy New Zealand has nothing but growth ahead. You all have Pioneer level membership numbers in New Zealand. Soon, all those Imperial Masters' faces will be replaced with yours. Never forget, you are the top 0.24%. And your influence will reach out to the entire world. You speak English brilliantly. There are many of you from China as well. You'll be expanding into Europe, the US, China, across the globe. Soon, your left and right lines will embrace the whole world. Let's make it happen, starting right here in New Zealand. And next time we meet, I truly hope to see you all as shining examples of success. Wishing you all the best on your journey to becoming Imperials, I'll wrap things up here.